Hi beautiful people, it's Alex, and today we're in a more serious setting because I wanted to talk about something more serious. It's not only a serious thing, it's a very important thing, and that is trans suicide, transgender suicide. Now, I wanted to talk about this because it's a very big problem in the trans community, and a lot of people outside the LGBT and trans community don't seem to know a lot about this, about how serious of a problem it is. So that's why I wanted to share it with you, so we can hopefully do something about this. So I live in the Netherlands, right? And it's only a small country with only 17 or 18 million people that live here. But of those 17, 18 million people, there's an estimate of 390,000 people that are trans. So it's not a small number. It's quite a significant amount. And of these 390,000 people, 40% have either tried to commit suicide or succeeded. 40%. That is almost half of trans people. Now, why is this? Well, there are multiple reasons. So let me tell you some more alarming numbers, right? 40% of trans people have experienced violent abuse on the streets. Another 37% have reported that they experience verbal harassment at least once a month. Now you can think, well, at least these people have a safety net. They have friends, they have family who care about them. 19% of trans people have been violently abused by their family. Not to mention how many people lose their family or lose friends because of being trans. So you see, the safety net isn't always there. A lot of kids are also bullied at school and face rejection. I know this Dutch kid, and he's been beaten up at school a couple of times. They even broke his ribs and bruised his ribs a couple of times. And yes, I'll admit, the thought of suicide has passed my mind. So I am part of these high numbers, of these high rates within the trans community, which saddens me. That is why I want to spread the message that this is such a big problem, because I want us to help each other. I want us to get these rates down, and I don't see why it's so hard for people not to be nice to each other, not to treat each other with the respect every single person, trans or not, deserves. Why people cannot be nicer to each other. So let's try to do that. Let's try to be nicer to each other. Let's try to not beat somebody up on the streets. I mean, how hard is that? Let's try to, when you see somebody that's trans, either leave them alone because you don't know them, or if you do know them, be nice to them. Don't judge them for being themselves, because you should know as a person how hard it is and how hard it can be to just be yourself. Let alone if you're trans or not. And these trans people, they are being brave every single day because they just want to be happy. And not only do they have to face the scrutiny and the abuse by other people, they also have to go home and look into the mirror, look at themselves, and not be happy with themselves. So they feel like no one is happy with them. So we should just be nice to each other. Help each other, support each other, be there for each other, and hopefully we'll get these rates down, because we have to. Because it's not okay that almost half of the 390,000 people that live in the Netherlands alone feel like they have to end their lives. And in countries that are not as accepting as we are, those rates might even be higher. So just think about that, alright? So that's all I really wanted to say. I'm sorry I kind of brought that a bit harshly, but it really angers me and also saddens me to hear these numbers. I really want everyone to understand how big of a problem this is, and I really want us to help each other to end this problem. So please make everyone aware of how big of a problem this is. And it's not only a problem in the trans community, it's a problem everywhere. Suicide is never okay. Anyway, that's it. Send your friend a message that you care about them. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye guys.